Cryptocurrency market just went through a huge drop, and now we're listening to the chatter on X that says the bull run is over and that alt season won't always happen. I'm sure you'll hear a lot of the same comments in this video as well, but we have a lot to talk about. So everyone, welcome to the channel. For people who are new to the service, my name is Johnny. I hope that by the end of this video, you have become a member. So the bull run is over and the alt season is over for good. We'll never enjoy every single one. You know that this cycle is completely different, which is good. We will answer all of those questions. First, yes, the markets did go through a full nuke. There's no way around this. All of the coins are being killed. I know I'm broke, so I haven't even looked at my portfolio. Listen, I don't like that collection. I'm sure it's down by 30, 40, or 50%. Who knows? Okay. But you know that while we just look at this place, am I without a doubt down that a lot? No, because I sold a lot of my crypto when the market was very low. I'm also aware that not everyone had that chance. XRP, on the other hand, is worth about $2.13 right now. As an option, I would rather take XRP for $2.13 than for 30 or 40 cents. Or let's go all the way back to Love 2021 when it dropped to 17 cents during the SEC lawsuit news. I'd rather trade at $2.13 XRP instead. But it's no longer just XRP. Okay, we did reach a low point of about $119.4 to $119.5. This was the first time in a long time that XLM fell below 30 cents. If we look at this picture, the last time it traded around that area was back in November. The HBAR is also less than 20 cents. When you think about that, going all the way back to like the end of November, it was the first time. In addition to that, the ADA is going down below 60 cents. I mean, this is a huge change in price. Okay, we're seeing a huge explosion in the market. And even Bitcoin is falling to about 92.5K. Does this go down? That's what everyone wants to know. Okay, not a single person will be able to name this correctly, but let me say this. We need to keep these lows going. It's important that we don't lose the lows that were reached around the middle of January when prices were around $89K. We don't need to lose that anymore. Those lows need to be kept. It's most likely that we'll go to the mid to low 80K range if we do lose that. At the same time that we're looking at that, you should know that Bitcoin's popularity has been rising over, 60% fear and greed, sitting at 39 in the scary stages for the first time since October. Is this just one big sell-off, or is there something much bigger to worry about? Well, a lot of what we're seeing now could be a mix of internal and foreign factors, finally. What do I mean by that? Well, first, we've heard about the tariffs. Some of the talks we've been listening to are about taxes on the BRICS countries. That being said, Canada has recently become the big one. That's why we put a 25% tax on goods from Canada. And this made you understand that you are also hitting us back in Canada. Zen. In other words, even though we are thinking about what is happening, we can already see that an exchange war is starting to happen. It's a fight over change, and those tariffs will likely cause a lot more panic in the markets. We might have a little more of a sell-off. We could cut up a piece. But is this the end of the bull run? Has the bull run been called off? Is the whole season over? If you agree with that, then you believe that this cycle is completely unique. Additionally, I've been hearing a lot of people say the exact same thing, but I bet that what we heard again in 2020 and 2021 was that this cycle is different. After that, it turned into a totally bullish difference. As it turned out, we were going through a wonderful stage. Because of many things, I don't believe that this trend is unique. You guys will see in this movie why I don't agree with the idea that this cycle is unique. No. We also have $1,000 million in crypto liquidations over here as Bitcoin goes below 96K. There were a lot of extra liquidations. I believe it was worth more than, say, $1 billion to say it was valuable. I personally think that this market will go up a lot this year. And old coins will enjoy the old season, though not all of them. But most of the people who sell old coins need to. It's important for everyone to understand that big ups will still happen, even during a bull run. It was interesting to see how the market changed during more than 130% shakeouts in 2020, 2021, 2017, 2018, and earlier rounds as well. But you already know that. Those have been the same as the two main ones. Never trust weekend rate changes. I will say that stocks are likely to fall sharply when they open the next day. Dragon Coins put it down. It's possible that this will happen, and it is right now. In a few weeks, none of this will matter. Kind of like how the 2020 COVID crash wouldn't matter. The way the moon and FTX crashed doesn't really matter either. Don't forget what the goal is. I don't think this cycle is any different from the ones that came before it. I think this market will reach a market cap of $7 to $10 trillion before we reach the top. Have fun with the show. I know that I will. Here are the last three charts. This is the picture showing how Bitcoin is used. This is the whole thing, and all three of them together. As I said in yesterday's film, let's take a look at all three of them. Yes, 3 optimistic candles have been seen in a row, with the fourth one being very bearish. As I write this, there's one last big push upward on Bitcoin's control before that huge sell-off. We are buying and selling in the fourth candle for the year 2025. It needs to be the bearish candle with the lowest value of all of them. Yes, we are at the 0.33 of a bullish candle, just like in 2017, 2018, and 2020 into 2021. The candle we are betting on now, which is the year 2025, needs to be very bullish. Everything is the same for all three. If we look at the 4-yard cycle on top of this 4-yard cycle, we could also add Bitcoin to it, because this is Bitcoin's third 12-month candle, which we are presently buying and selling. Also, it has to be very, very positive. So it's clear that reduced returns is a big problem that everyone needs to pay attention to. On that third positive candle for Bitcoin, there was a 144% move to the upside. And if we think about that, we need to hit about $154 K on Bitcoin this cycle, even if we did have a nice 70% candle, to have that during one half. To say it again, I still believe that there will be a huge push to the upside, and Bitcoin prices shouldn't drop much further than they are now. But we have to keep a close eye on things, because anything could happen. But I'm still looking for Bitcoin to see a much bigger flow to the upside. And as for Bitcoin domination, yes, I do think that, if we carefully study this every day, this should be our last major push to the upside on Bitcoin dominance, just before the big fireworks show. Additionally, I need to agree with you, man.